Flex, the livest one in the section. Fit the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You would run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm an 88 pack nigga, woof. I'm an 88 pack nigga, woof. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker, change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood, trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Lightweight. Lightweight, baby. Drew Titan Bronx on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Give y'all a minute to roll in the building. We give y'all a minute. Smash my like button. So I'm gonna cook this morning. I'm gonna cook this morning. And I'm gonna explain why this is the real fight to make. Go ahead. I'm going to explain why this is the real fight to make. Yeah, smash my like button. All right, smash my like button. I'm gonna do this roll call, and then I want to give a plug to a specific situation. Cop Aborigines, salute. And I ain't concerned about Paul Pierce. I'm not concerned about him. You know my response to Paul Pierce is shut up and dribble, or enjoy your retirement, or whatever it is you're doing. Because every year that Paul Pierce played in the NBA, he didn't win the finals. It took him years before he was able to accomplish that. So every year he didn't win an NBA championship, I didn't tell him to retire. I never said that. So, he should just shut up and enjoy retirement, or shut up and dribble, or shut up and fuck these hoes, whatever it is he's doing. So I'm not concerned about these other athletes that come from other walks of life. Listen, man, nobody comes out the womb just winning. How many times Michael Jordan had to get his ass kicked by the Pistons and everybody else before he started winning? People always remember you winning, but they don't remember the road travel. Which is why people have been asking me. I'm going to do a pound for pound list, and I'm going to explain every position on it. Everyone's pound for pound list looks different, and salute to everybody that does it. So I'm just going to buckle down and do one. I might do it this week, and I'll just explain everyone's position on it. And no, this isn't a shot at anybody else. This is just people have been asking me, what is your pound for pound? So I said, you know what, I'm just going to do it. I joked about one a while ago, but I'll do one. It's like whatever. G. McCall, Ed Woodson, Black Alpha, Rod Neal, True Boxing Night in the building. Edgar Chavez, my brother, Oak Park Boxing, Steve L. the Mac, Dr. Mark in the building, Frequent Flyer. Salute. Ooh, jumped on me. Wait a minute. Go back up. Dale Spooley, Angel Diaz, Philip D. Pet Packs in the building. Stormy B-Man, salute. Big Cup of Joe, Mark Wonderlick, Sweet Tea, good morning, sis. And, hey, how's your friend doing? Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Cassandra, salute. John Pounds, my brother, I am Trill Will in the building. Yup. Eric Jordan, salute. Mr. Shelton, salute. Jim Diamond. Smash the like button. Now, before I get to the topic at hand, because this is the fight. This is the real fight to me. Next, I'm going to explain why. But before I get to that, I just got a notification from Champ's side. He just put out a short video. Kane, what up? Coach 67. Everybody, Todd Swindle, what up? Everybody that's on Twitter, and for the most part, everybody here follows Champ's side. If not, y'all can go follow Champ's side. He just called out Dougie Fisher. Because apparently, Dougie Fisher comments on his content. And recently, Champ's side put out a pound for pound list. And not only does Doug Fisher comment on it, but apparently he's been very disrespectful. Shamar, what up? Now, I'm not on Twitter. Y'all would know better than me. I don't know. But for Champ's side to call him out, that's smoke that I want to see. And I'll explain why. Because F Dougie Fisher, he's a part of the system that I maintain is very broken. Now, if Dougie Fisher, if his response is no response, if his response is to remain on Twitter, just throwing rocks, then he's a boo dissy. Y'all know what that is. He's a boo dissy. If you make time to comment, then you can make time to come on this platform and have a conversation about boxing and explain why not only you disagree with him, but why you have to be rude about it. All right. Now, yes, salute, sis. Now, I don't want to hear anything about Dougie not reducing himself, because a lot of these people trying to play this game. I'm not going to reduce myself to talking to you YouTubers. First of all, Champ's side has over 100,000 subs and counting. He got that platinum YouTube plaque. Let's not act like this platform is for the birds or something. Let's not act like people don't do this full time for a living, which is why it's so competitive, which is why you got other YouTubers who are intimidated by other YouTubers and talking about, well, he's about to invade on my audience, so I better cut him down. No, it never works. All right. It's beyond proven that this is a formidable, it's a formidable rival of old media. So much to the fact that old media has reached out to YouTubers and tried to compromise them. All right. My brother MP.
What the fuck?
Salute. D, what up? And unknown to a lot of you, because we're going back a few years now, Dougie Fisher actually appeared on YouTube before. Oh yeah, he has. I saw it. He was on the channel doesn't exist anymore. It's since closed, but one of the people he spoke to was the late great Kurt Sugar. You see, there's a lot that y'all are new to and a lot that y'all have missed. But it was on a show. The channel doesn't exist anymore. It was one other person, and Kurt and Dougie Fisher. So do not allow, main biker salute, do not allow Dougie to say that I'm not going to come on YouTube and try to make YouTube look like it's some sort of, no. And the channel that he was on, Talking Boxing, was nowhere near as big as Champ's side. So I'm not on Twitter, but a lot of you are. So I just got the notification a little. It's a small video that Champ's side just uploaded. So what he's asking for, Andrew Gray, what up? Sid Mark, salute, is for all of you guys to, I'll if Dougie got an email, please post it. I'll send him an email. Like, yo, please go have a conversation with the baddest brand in the land. I'm not on Twitter. I'll do that. I'll send an email. But a lot of you are. Flood him, man. Get him. Get him. I didn't know that guy was doing that. That's a sign of immaturity, and it's a sign of insecurity. When you just put out your own news and then someone who you don't know just comes on and just start They can't just listen. I don't do things like that. If I see someone's content and I just can't stand it, and it's like, what the hell's you? I don't even have anything to say. I just goodbye. But when someone just sits back and says, you know what, this is wrong, and and it's like, who are you, dude? Tay, what up? Mike Brown, what up? Andrew 100, salute. You know? And extremely intimidated by Champside, who's built his brand from the ground up. All right? I fucks with Champside. And I just got it. I said, what's this? What's going on? And I said, this is the shortest video he ever put up. And I said, what is it? And I see a picture of Dougie. A boxing outlet who's been compromised. Kai Hype, what's good? Big Texas, what up? Yeah, John Pounds. You gotta understand, a lot of people that comment on boxing, they're not real like super fans. And I heard what Minister Farrakhan had to say. I'm sure Minister Farrakhan don't know the history, but I'm pretty sure if Fifth Ward, what up? Where you been? My brother Connell, local sports in the building, salute. I'm pretty sure that if we sat down and explained to him what this meant, you know, it was more than just a fight, I'm sure he'd be all ears and he would totally understand everything we say. Snacks B, what up? And it's all relevant when I'm bringing up Dougie Fisher in his ponytail. All right. Dougie Fisher and you know, that you know, Jabba the Hutt looking ass dude. I know what I'm talking about. All of these guys, man. Specific volume, salute, good brother. All of these guys, they're everything that's wrong with boxing. They force a narrative. I used to like Max Kellerman. First saw Max Kellerman on Friday Night Fights, and I said, man, this young cat, you know, he knows boxing. And then I'm like, don't he look familiar, don't he? And then I said, man, he used to be a rapper. Okay. Next thing you know, he got on a suit and tie and he's on HBO and completely compromised. Completely compromised. I'm like, oh, well, there goes that. That's what a paycheck will do. And, you know, and Willie Low in the building. Salute, man. It's crazy. This is what they do to us, man. This is what they do. Good to see you, brother. So I mean, look, this is what, you know, this is all we got. You see, we've maximized. Slim Hussein, what up? If I missed you, we've maximized what social media is, and it turns out, you see, they didn't mean for this thing to get this big. For the normal, average, everyday person like all of us. It didn't mean for this to happen. They didn't mean for us to have the same amount of access to these athletes like they do. What they didn't factor in is that there's a lot of athletes that don't like even talking to old media. They like talking to us. How many of y'all saw Ticket TV on Willie D's live stream yesterday? I was there. And they were talking about Stephen A. Snitch. Okay? We ain't got to get in suit and ties and get all kinds of, you know, background and stuff. I mean, you could put money into your presentation, and if you're a content creator, I recommend that. But what we found the way to cut more of a middleman than any of these media outlets, and we sit down and tell the truth because we're not on the take. We're not being paid thousands of dollars to say that Lomachenko is the greatest thing since Muhammad Ali. We get emails and proposition to talk down fighters and talk up other fighters. I told y'all before, I got an email and they wanted me to talk down on Deontay and Deontay and it may have been Tank, and they wanted me to talk up, you know, British fighters and Loma. Hen Dog, what up? And I'm like, this got to be a troll. And when I got rid of the email, I'm talking to 78, and he was like, no, that's real. I mean, they were offering a chunk of change. I ain't gonna lie to you. That's the chunk of change they were offering. It's like, shit, anyone could need it. Anyone could use it. But I said, this is fake. Can't be real. They offered BFTB money. They offered Black Fight Fan money. They offered 78 money, and Lord knows who else. But I'll tell you what, there's a lot of channels that was saying one thing, and then like the changing of the winds, they start talking something else. And I'm like, what happened to him? They got those same emails and they've been compromised. Thomas, what up? And Dog, what up? So we're a legitimate threat. And what they're finding is that a lot of the athletes, they see value in talking to us, where old media has abandoned a lot of them. You see, when I do LDBC Strong and we get these classic fighters on here, I do that show for them, whether they realize it or not. Ain't nobody checking for Freddie Pendleton but us. Ain't nobody checking for all of these classic fighters but us. Ain't nobody talking about Michael Nunn but us. That's us with this. So, you know, say what you want. We're making moves. So when I saw Willie D, who has a large platform, and I saw a Ticket on there, I said, oh, there go my brother Ticket. Ticket TV has made noise. A lot of noise. So these guys at ESPN and Fox or whatever, they can't act like they don't know who these bigger channels are. So if Dougie Fisher can't be bothered with Champ Side, and his reasons is like, oh, I'm not going to reduce myself. If he says something like that, I'm not going to reduce myself to talk to those guys. You tell him that he's full of shit because he's been on a smaller platform. This is going on about maybe 5 years ago. If y'all was around, y'all was around. But I'm not going to get into detail because the channel don't exist anymore. But I remember because I watched the whole goddamn thing. He was on video walking around in his house. And one of the people he talked to on that platform was Curtis Anderson, the late, great Kurt Sugar. I remember that. So if he had time to do that, he has time to get on a bigger platform and have thousands of eyes on him while he has a debate with Champ Side. So you get on his Twitter today and say Champ Side has given you an open invite to have a conversation with him about boxing whenever you want it. So salute to Champ Side. Eric Jordan in that super chat, much love and appreciation. He said Stephen A. Smith is a sellout raccoon. He sure is. He's on video saying, when I get out of bed, I think about how can I make my boss the most money possible. Y'all remember that? I said, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Unique Dawn, salute. Fresh, what's going on? MJ Total Health and Wellness, King Vonnie, Alec Jones, Main Event Mark, the Queens in the building, Rick Blackwell, JC, Cedric Taylor, Shemaine Callahan, Ratchet since 91, Kevin Dunbar. Salute to True Boxer Night in that super chat. Much love and appreciation. He said, to you, Drew, and to all the blessings beyond blessings. In this sport, we have seen many surprises like Tyson versus Douglas, and Tyson still came back to be a legend of this sport. I support Errol the Truth. No doubt, bro. No doubt. You know, so these people running around like Paul Pierce who might retire. Please, man, you had a 15-year career, something like that. And how many chips you won? You did not win every year, and no one said retire. Stop doing that shit. And I know people are going to be like, oh, well, you know, boxing's different. It is different. And stop acting like you haven't seen worse ass whoopings than that. He finished on his feet, for Pete's sake. Did anybody watch the elevator match between George Foreman and Ron Lyle? both of them, by those standards, both of them should have retired. Ron Lyle went on to have a lot of fights after that. I think he fought Ali after that. Come on, man. Judah Israel, David Scott III, salute. Michael Moody, Mark Wunderlich, The Truth, what up? It's ridiculous. It's boxing, y'all. Wow. So anyway, on to the topic. So that's some homework for y'all. Y'all on Twitter, y'all go get Dougie Fish and tell him go see Champ Side. Champ Side wants to smoke. This is the fight to make, ladies and gentlemen. This is the fight to make. This is the fight to make. And I'm going to explain why. In my opinion, salute. This is a fight to make because it's the right thing to do. Abel, what's going on? Yeah, exactly. Paul Pierce got toasted by Kobe how many times? Ain't no one told him to retire. He kept playing till they got it right, man. Please stop with this nonsense. You should retire, man. Did he leave on a stretcher? Stop, man. Cut it out. Eric Jordan, back in the super chat, he said Stephen A. Snitch said that racists don't exist. Oh my God. Okay. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you see, this is the level of incompetence we're dealing with. You know what I'm saying, Stephen A? Stop, man. This guy, he keep talking. Fifth Ward Mogul, my brother in that super chat, he said, I've been casting people in this new TV show. I wrote Drew. My dog EJ, still one of my favorite boxers with Devin and Wilder. Bro, you see, we think straight. You know what I'm saying? A loss is a loss. We still love Roy. We still love Roy, right? When Tarver got him out of there in the second round, no one said retire. No one said retire. They said, yo, he got to get back. He got hit. It happens. No one said retire. You know what I'm saying? It's the person that lost, man. You know, fan bases are weird, man. Very, very weird. It's boxing, y'all. Manny Pacquiao got knocked out with a jab and had help with refs and come on, man. No one told him to retire. After Marquez in the fourth fight slept him badly. No one wanted Manny to retire. The majority didn't want Manny to retire. There might have been some people saying, no, he need to go, he need to go. No. He came back and beat Keith Thurman later. What you mean retire? Dudes is weird. Queen 71 in that super chat, much love. She says, facts. Ain't nobody telling Lubin to retire after that Elephant Man ass whooping Fundora put on him. Exactly. His fucking head was lopsided after the Fundora fight. No one said retire. Matter of fact, I'll take it. Didn't Jamel knock his ass out in the first round? Did they tell him to retire? Did Errol look like Erickson Lubin on the floor? No. Go look at what Erickson Lubin, go look what happened with Jamel Charlo fought Erickson Lubin. Go look at that. Knees buckle. He started breakdancing on the floor and shit. I was like, ooh. Nah. People are soft. Chaz Bleak, what up? Anytime it's a loss, I think you should retire. Man, shut up. Y'all start bringing up a damn car accident. Had he looked like that directly after the car accident, that'd be a little more. You would give the car accident a little more credence. Like, yeah, you know what? He ain't never looked like that. That gotta be Night Train. What up? That gotta be the car accident. Jason, what's good? Yeah, Jason. You know what? A lot of this EJ should retire shit are the Bud fans. I'm sorry. They're the EJ haters. Because there's a lot of that crap running around here now. let's hold the horses right now, because here's what I want to focus on. The fight to make is Jamel Charlo versus Bud Crawford, and I'm gonna explain why. Mansa Musa, my brother. The reason is because mother up Canelo. Now let that marinate while I read the super chat. My brother, my Harmony Nation Sports Podcast, my brother Abel, the super chat, much love. He said Paul Pierce faked an injury on a wheelchair during the 2008 NBA Finals. I remember that. He got roasted by Kobe and D Wade many times and wasn't told to retire. I remember that. I remember all of that. I was watching the NBA faithfully back then. I don't watch it now. I can't take it. It's not the game I grew up watching, but I ain't knocking anybody. You know. Yeah, I know Mark. I know Mark. I know. There's a lot of that going on. You know, I'm trying to stay away from that. So it's whatever, man. You know, I know Mark, but I know Mark. I know. But I want you guys to understand something. Right now, there's an opportunity. All of these things that we talk about, there's an opportunity right now to stick it to the man. Just really stick it to the man. And I need you to hear me out. Are there any Al Heyman haters in here? It's okay to say you don't hate him. I mean, to say you hate him, to say you don't trust him, whatever it is your deal is. You know, because they come in here and they call us names like Haymanites. You know, all kinds of shit that really doesn't ring with me. I don't know what a Haymanite is. It's a spinoff of another word. Anthony, what's good, brother? I don't trust anybody. Boxing is dirty. It's a dirtbag business. Any Heyman haters in here? I know y'all watching. Smash the dislike button. Let me see how many likes I got. There's 130 viewers in here, and there's only 85 likes. So I know the D blowers are here. I know y'all here. Smash the dislike button. You know, or you know, you're waiting to clip my video so you make your content. So let me not disappoint you. Gio James, salute. Let me not disappoint you. So I know you're D watching me right now. Big brother in life, salute. Everybody's dirty in this business. If you don't like the PBC, then you also want this Bud versus Charlo fight, because it's really sticking it to Al Heyman since you hate him so much. Drew, what are you talking about? Well, let me explain. I don't know the amount of money that they gave Canelo Alvarez to get him to come to the PBC, but I know it's not no $50. I know it's not $50 million. I know it's not 100 million. I'm gonna throw a number out there because I don't know. I'm just gonna play with the idea. I'm gonna say it's about $350 to $400 million. Now, I don't know. Let me be clear. I don't know. The Red, hear me out, good brother. Hear me out. I don't know the check that they cut to give Canelo. But for him to come over to the PBC where all the competition is, that must have been some check. But Tony, what up? Healer, what's going on? Now, what is Canelo's track record? Canelo's track record is to suck up all the nutrients and leave shit dry. What did he do to Golden Boy? When he was done over there, he was done. What did he do to D's nuts? The Zone? Script the Virtuoso, what up? What did he do to the Zone? Sucked up all the life and then left, right? I'm trying to figure out what the hell. Flatboy, what's good? What the hell? How do you sign this guy? Gerard Harlem in the building, salute. I often wonder when I use this term value, what exactly is the value in Canelo Alvarez? Now, I'm not no boxing business genius. I try to stay away from it, but I'm trying to figure out. Golden Boy, DAZN lost a big bag on him. Thank you, The Red. And he's a goddamn cheat. Let's not forget that. So I'm talking to the Heyman haters because today it's safe for you to type in my chat. Because I'm going to entertain your shit because I need answers. I'm trying to figure something out because I don't know. So I'm going to assume the bill is about maybe 350 to 400 million. I'm going to assume. I don't know. But I know that Canelo's not coming over there for a mere $100 million. You know why? Because I think it's a 3-fight deal. Aaron Brooks, my brother. Does anybody know who's in that goddamn deal? Or was it just rumored? We know now officially one of them is Jamel mother effing Charlo, right? Jamel Charlo. So I said, wait a minute. Jamel. Not Jamal. And Jamal done been on the shelf for damn 2 years. And nobody stripped him, by the way. Nobody stripped him, by the way. Nobody stripped him, by the way. Do y'all remember last week when I said, you know, people was like, why didn't they strip Jamel Charlo? I had somebody trying to, you know, thank you, Fresh. I appreciate you. Trying to engage into a debate with me. Why they ain't trip Jamel Charlo? Why you ain't tripping over them? Do y'all remember my response? I said, yo, look, these people, my brother George, what up? Do y'all remember when I said these people are symbolic? Jamel Charlo has all kinds of mental problems. He ain't been in the ring in 2 years. He's nice and dry. He's probably about 200 pounds. But these people don't care. What in the name of homo? Y'all go ahead and get that clown out of there. I don't know what the hell that is. Yeah, Sketch B. You're very sketchy. Jesus Christ, dude. Y'all go ahead and you know, I'm in here talking about business, and I bet you that's a nigga too. That's sad. Sit in the back, you'll learn something. Jesus Christ. My gosh. You see this what I'm talking about, family? You know, you're in here trying to talk boxing and connect some dots, and a paid op comes in here, and
what are you, a homo?
You know, you come in here and you know the retard, that wants attention because he can't read. He's on the 3rd grade reading level and y'all in high school, and instead of buckling down when it's test time, they want to disrupt the whole class. But sit in the back, you'll learn something. I'm making a point here. Jesus Christ. Asante L, what up? Remember I said these people are symbolic? Of course they're not going to strip Jamel Charlo. I think Jamel Charlo is a part of that deal. I think it's a 3-fight deal. So I believe it's 2 Charlos, and I believe it was supposed to be Errol, but there goes that. There goes that. You think the audience that Canelo has cares that Jamal been out the ring for 2 years? Because this is the same audience that didn't care that when it was time for him to fight Jamel Charlo, instead, what did he do? They invented a franchise status, so he didn't have to fight Jamel Charlo, and they celebrated that. So what makes you think they wouldn't celebrate Jamel Charlo getting in the ring, losing his first loss now to Canelo Alvarez? So he'll fight 2 Charlos. One that's at 154, he's dragging him up 2 weight classes, right? Oh, no doubt, Plot Boy. I watched it. I watched it, brother. My work hours is just all tore up, brother. But salute to you, good brother. Please put the link in the description, please, to your boxing channel, please. I'd appreciate that. Thank you. So I believe that part of the deal is for Canelo to come over here for an insane amount of money, to get 2 Charlos under his belt. And by the way, he's still not going to fight an Andre. Forget that. Could Benavidez be on there? I doubt it. He could be, but I'm saying that I doubt it. You understand? I doubt it. But whatever it is, the investment that they put in Canelo, they have to get a return on it. It's called an ROI, a return on investment. Salute, Rashad. So whatever money that they put in Canelo, they need to make that plus make money back. They have to get a profit off of him. They would not sign Canelo if they didn't know they were going to get a profit off of signing him. Get the money back that they put into him and get a profit off of that. It's called a return on investment, y'all. Canelo was not coming over here to jump into the trenches. You got to remember, Canelo got a lot of miles on him. He's young, but he's old. Tony says Bud vs. Charlo is a pointless fight at this time. At this point, due to Canelo effing everything up. Well, here's why I say this fight is important and why I think that Bud versus Charlo is the fight to make. I would love Jamel to say, you know what? I would love for Jamel to say, you know what? I need to back out of this Canelo fight. And I don't care if these Canelo fans jump up and say, oh, well, he's a coward. He's this, he's that. Blah, blah, blah. Fucking blah. Ghost, what up? Thank you. Bud versus Charlo is the right fight. And here's why. Fuck Canelo. That's why. That's why. That's the answer. Canelo has legitimately ducked 2 Charlos and an Andre. Ghost, for how many years now? It's damn near 10 years. I'm not exaggerating. They could have fought when Jamel had dreads. Do y'all remember when Jamel had dreads? Think about it. Jamel has an excuse. Hey, man, I worked for this undisputed. I worked for it. I legitimately worked for it. And they're telling me if I fight this guy, as soon as the bell ring, it's stripping me, and I didn't lose it. I didn't do anything wrong. They can't give me any exceptions in a business where they invent statuses for this guy and Lomachenko. Why am I getting the Rigondeaux treatment? Remember that? Did that not confuse you? Look what Ghost says. Andre sent him $40 million for undisputed. He picked Kovalev and said, this is Canelo Alvarez, y'all. This is the guy that, and see, this is what I'm talking about. The business The PBC sees more value in Canelo just being there than the roster that he has. You got 2 Charlos. You got Bud. And look what Bud did. He did a good thing. You know why? And please, don't take this in the wrong nature. I need y'all to think right now. Because a lot of times, things happen and we don't understand it. Because we'll be too emotional. Was Bud beating Errol? Forget about how he beat him for a second. Think about it. Was that not in the best interest of boxing for now? Just for now? Just for now. Because if Errol had won, he's going to 154. He's not fighting Jamel. And he's just getting in line to face Canelo. And Canelo ain't taking anything that he's not sure he's going to win. I don't want to see Errol versus Canelo right now. I'm not sure if he could beat Bud in a rematch. He's going to have to prove that to me. I'm rocking with him. If he gets Blu-ray back in the camp and, this AJ thing, might not pop off. Everything might be canceled so Derek can come back here and focus on Errol until December. I'll have more faith, but he's going to have to show me. But as it stands right now, I heard Errol was a part of that Canelo deal. Now not so much. So the first sacrificial lamb is potentially Jamel Charlo. The little Charlo, bringing him up 2 weight classes and then telling him, hey man, while you're at it, we're going to strip you. How is that fair? When has Canelo ever been stripped? They told Canelo, hey man, it's time for you to fight Gennady Golovkin. He said, hey, take this belt. You don't tell me what to do. And then the next time when they came to him, Joe Townsend, what up? The next time they came to him, they said, look, you're supposed to fight Jamal. I don't want to do that. Let's see. Oh, I got it. I'm going to invent the belt called the franchise status and made it a belt. It's a status, but they made it a belt. Not a trophy. They made it a belt. And fucked up everything. There's 3 of them floating around there. I think there's one in the booger weights. And Canelo has one. And they invented one for Lomachenko. Remember when they changed the rules for it? It's a status that you can have and you don't lose it. You can go up and down in weight. That's the WBC saying this. The same WBC that said, hey, man, look, Bivol and Beterbiev can fight, but they're not fighting for our belt. And this is what they do for a convicted drug cheat. So I'm asking you guys, why still the respect for Canelo Alvarez? Now, this is what I'm saying in a perfect world. I would love for Jamel to say, you know what? Canelo could wait. They trying to take my belt. I want to keep what I worked for. So I'm going to pull out this fight. And you know what? I got beef with Bud anyway. He beat my guy and then stared me down and talked crazy to me. There's more story between Charlo and Bud anyway. And besides, that's another black event. That's another blockbuster. Yeah, I went there. Fuck Canelo, man. Canelo want to do something? Go fight Andre. Go do something that we think you don't want to do. That we know you don't want to do because you've shown us you don't want to do it. Andre's still undefeated out there. You got Andre over here. You got Benavidez over there. You got Morrell over there. I don't think Morrell's ready, but whatever. He's over there. Do something, man. Why are you dragging up somebody from 154? What the hell are you doing? Mr. I close the chapter between Gennady Golovkin, goes up to fight Bivol, loses, then fight Gennady Golovkin a 3rd time. Thank you, Ghost. Andre's #1 in the WBO. But let's talk about Demon. What up? Let's talk about that. Well, T. Holmes, I hope so, man. I'm not rooting for Canelo at all. I'm just talking about in a perfect world. This is Drippy. What up? This is what I want. This is the fight to make. Bud versus Charlo. There's storyline behind that. And for the life of me, I can't figure out why people see more value in Canelo than anything else. And if you're on the PBC roster anywhere near Canelo, you got to wonder, is the fix in for you? You got to wonder that. Tom, what up? You got to wonder. And what credit do you get for beating Canelo right now? Right now, what credit do you get? If Jamel goes in there and dog walks Canelo, what are they going to say? Canelo's old. He has busted wheels now. Oh, now y'all going to say that. Before he was the face of boxing, now he's old. Big Block, what up? They're not going to give Jamel credit any goddamn way. They're not. They're not going to give him any credit. If Andre goes in there and boxes his face in, something that I always felt he could do. If Canelo felt he could beat Andre, he'd have did it 8. Yo, listen, y'all know how stupid this is? If Canelo felt he could beat Andre, he could have did it 8 years ago. 8 years ago. Froze him right out. Hey, man. Benavidez, he kind of effed himself. Not kind of, he did F himself. I don't know who he was hanging with that night that he did blow, but he did. Then there's a weight thing. He hasn't messed up since. But listen, blow, tainted meat, tomato. I'm over that now. You see how that works? You see how that works? Bygones is bygones, right? Then turn right around and say, I don't fight Mexicans. Benavidez is American and 50% second generation Mexican. Please stop. Please stop. So this is me questioning what's going on with the PBC. I'm just asking because I can't deny or confirm any of this. I'm just saying it's looking pretty fishy to me. I always told y'all what happened to Deontay happened on the PBC's watch. What the hell was going on? You hear me say value a lot. People seeing value. You know, I talk about, you know, yeah, I ain't gonna go there, man. I ain't gonna go there. Something's not right. Something's up, man. Something's fishy. You know what that's like? That's like at the height of the Mayweather-Pacquiao situation. Floyd says, all right, you know, what we're not going to do is we're not going to duck Manny Pacquiao. We're not going to duck the Pacquiaos. So in fight number 47, I'm proud to announce I'm fighting Pacquiao. And you're like, oh, great. And you found out it's fucking Bobby Pacquiao. Remember Bobby? His brother? I remember I was watching Bobby Pacquiao fight one night, and that nigga's shoes were slippery. They had to put duct tape on his shoes, so he was slipping all over the ring. Who remembers that? I said, oh, shit, what the hell? They put duct tape on his shoes because he kept slipping all over the ring. It was the funniest. I said, I can't believe this. And Manny was in the front row watching like, yeah, Bobby, why you wearing tips into their shoes? I was like, what the hell? The mighty Bobby Pacquiao. You remember that? So he's fighting the 154 Charlo. Does anybody know that 3-fight deal that he has was an official list announced? Or are we just speculating? Because I'm speculating it's 2 Charlos, because one is 154, the other one has mental problems, they ain't fought in 2 years. And the third would probably be a fight of his choice, and now it was rumored that it was Errol. And look what happened. But we can stop this right now. Jamel could stop this right now. There's more storyline and there's more intrigue. Now, Bud fans, let me talk to you for a minute. Let me talk to you guys for a minute. Here's why you need to agree with me. And you need to echo what I'm saying. How crazy, how groundbreaking, and how legendary would it be if Bud Crawford became undisputed at 154? That's 140, 147, and 154. He could become undisputed in one night by fighting one guy. And it makes sense, and there's story in it. If he goes to 154 and fought and beat Charlo, he can retire right there. I'm good. He ain't got to fight Boots. He ain't got to do anything. Smoke a cigar, hang out with his family, and he's in the books. He's in the books now, but if he does that in a 4-belt era, I don't think anyone else is touching that. No, there's an opportunity here for Bud Crawford to do something super duper special. He already washed Errol, and Errol's my guy. But we're keeping it honest here, right? He washed Errol. It happened. We saw it. We could talk about, the speculations and stuff. I'm open to listen to those conversations. I'm open to listen. But we're just talking about what happened. That's fine. We know boxing is dirty and everything else. All right? But we're talking about what happened. Imagine that. Imagine him, 3 division, 3, undisputed. You can't tell me nothing about you. You can't tell Bud anything. There's nothing there. There's nothing. What can you say? He can do that in one fight, ladies and gentlemen. Now again, here goes Drew playing the race card again. Well, look. Canelo played the race card. He said, I don't want to fight Mexicans. Oh. So you want to come to the PBC and beat on the niggas when you have a fucking advantage? Again, Jamal has mental problems. He's been out of the ring for 2 goddamn years. So you want to fight Jamel and drag him up 2 divisions? And I bet you he'll still fight Errol off of this loss. Even if he don't rematch Bud, he'll fight Errol, and those will be the 3 fights. And I don't know if those are the 3 fights. I'm just speculating, because Canelo ain't doing shit unless he has an advantage.
What?
You heard me. We can stop all of that. Freeze Canelo out. Didn't Canelo say? Didn't Canelo say? Everybody wants to fight me. They want the payday, but they should all fight each other, and I fight the winner of all them. Well, here you go. Here you go. Jamel should fight Bud for undisputed. Boom. They're fighting each other.
Whoa! That's kind of pretty before it gets started. What?
You heard me.
You're gonna love my nuts.
Eat that. Eat that. Is this making sense? Didn't he say they should all fight each other? Now watch this. Watch this. I got another one for you. Bud and Bud and Jamel fight each other. There's going to be a rematch clause there. Do it twice. Right? When Jamal get better, you fight Andre. Everybody's fighting each other. Huh? You don't like it now, do you, Canelo? You see, it's funny how he said go fight each other, but now he goes over to goddamn PBC and it's servicing him, these black fighters, at a disadvantage. Where's the Al Heyman haters now? Co-signing what I'm saying just now. Because I'm just asking these questions. I can't deny or confirm any of this. I'm asking. Because that's what it looks like to me. Where the Al Heyman haters at? Huh? Where the PBC haters at? I'm questioning the integrity of the PBC. Where y'all at? Uh-oh. What happened? What happened? You're confused? Wait a minute. He's talking down on Al Heyman. He's questioning the integrity of PBC, but at the same time, he's talking down on my redhead Canelo. Oh, shit. Y'all don't know what to do this morning, do you? Y'all don't know what to do. You see what happens when you deal with boxing over BS? You see? Y'all don't know what to do. Heymanite? PBC fanboys? No. You're racist. You don't want to see a black man shine. You don't like the fact that the PBC guys are raking in dough and they ain't got no headaches. But what's the trade-off? Here's the trade-off. Inactivity. How many times Bud fought in 2 years? How many times has Errol fought in 2 years? I'm really going to say something y'all not going to like. I'm really going to say something y'all not going to like. But now's the time with this Canelo shit. Now's the time that you just really just say, wait a minute. Let me pull my emotions out of it and just listen for a second. Y'all still mad at Fred? Barbershop conversations, y'all still mad at him? I get it. I get it. I understand. I get it. But has he made some points yet to you? I'm asking. Has he made some points yet? I'm just asking. I'm just asking. I'm just asking. It's a question. I'm not saying whether he did or he didn't. I'm just asking. I'm asking. $1 Trillion Dreams in that super chat. Much love and appreciation. He said, I picked Bud to beat EJ and Charlo, but I thought EJ was going to be a tougher fight. We all did, brother. We all did. And I want Bud versus Charlo next, but Canelo is a mega fight and will allow Charlo to beat a bigger name and become two-time undisputed. Well, that's why he'll never do what I'm asking him to do this morning. He'll never do it. My thing is this. I don't know how big the check is they're cutting. I'm pretty sure it's substantial. But you got to understand, and I'm sure you understand, and I know what you're saying, and I'm respecting what you're saying, brother. The industry has allowed Canelo to flat out disrespect everything. The guy's a drug cheat, and he was reprimanded. And then they moved the needle on the amount of allowable traces to be found in clenbuterol in your bloodstream. He's not fighting his contemporaries. He's ducked everybody he's supposed to fight. Then he stood on the square and said, see, I'm bringing up race, but they'll hone in on what I'm saying as far as race is concerned, but they'll never focus in when he said, I don't want to fight Mexican fighters. That should have been the biggest news. I stood up here and said, man, what if Errol and Bud said, we're not fighting any more black fighters? We don't get Errol versus Bud. The disrespect is like, I mean, so these brothers, I would love for Jamel to say, you know what, I got to stand on something. And he has a reason. They're going to strip him of his undisputed that he worked for, man. That Castano rivalry was not easy. And the fact that he won it the way he did, that's something to be said. And for them to say, as soon as you step in the ring with Canelo, we're stripping you, that's disrespectful. because they pick and choose who to do it to. They did it to Rigo, and that was uncalled for. He went up to fight Lomachenko because there was 4 guys around him that didn't fight him. And then when he said to them, yo, look, I fought all of my mandatories. There's competition here, but these guys aren't fighting me. They said, we don't care. We're stripping you if you go up and fight Loma. He went up, fought Loma, lost, and they stripped him. It was the most unfair thing I've ever seen. Well, one of them. And they're about to do it again. And then they're doing it to Devin Haney. You see the pattern here? So the industry as a whole, that's what I'm saying. Me and the sensei was saying, it's deeper than Dillian White. Dillian White exists in a system that allows him to do things like that. The system is broken. So this is what I'm talking about. It's up to the fighters. Jamel, I would love for him to say, you know what? I'm backing out this thing, man. Y'all didn't tell me y'all were going to strip me. This is unfair. I worked for this. Fine, you know what? I want to be undisputed. I can't be undisputed in the fight Canelo. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fight Bud for 2 reasons. I want to keep my undisputed strap, and there's money in it, and I want to give the brother a payday. Ain't we following what Canelo said? They should all fight each other. Didn't he say that? Didn't he tell Ellie Seckback that? I know they want a payday. I know that, but, they should fight each other. And then I fight the winner of them. Well, stick to your guns now. Go fight some bums. Go fight a Liam Kellum, right? Make your money. Make your money, because I'm assuming you're getting a guarantee. So it don't matter who you fight, because you're Canelo, right? Do what you do and let these guys fight each other, and you fight the winner. If Charlo beats Bud, then you fight Jamel later. Let Jamal get his head right, and then his first fight should be Boo Boo Andrade. We've been looking for that any goddamn way. Well, one of the Charlos versus Andrade. So now they all fighting each other. You don't want no smoke with Benavidez? Fine, fight David Morrell. Everyone's fighting each other. You see, it's not so funny when people do what you get what you ask. This is a prime example. What happens when you get what you ask for? He said they should all fight each other. Did he not? He said that. So the scenario that I just set out to you, you got Andrade fighting Jamal. You got Bud fighting Jamel. You got David Morrell fighting David Benavidez, and Canelo standing there meat in hand, not doing nothing. It's not so funny now, is it? What's he going to do? What if he does fight Errol? Does he get credit for beating Errol after he looked like that against Bud? No. So now what? The PBC but the PBC sees value in signing this redhead. Now you see my problem? You understand what I'm saying, bro? Brothers and sisters, you get what I'm saying? Does any of this make sense? Let me know if it don't make sense, man. Let me know. Playboy Plays in that super chat with stuff. He said Canelo likes to fight in that rock'em sock'em robot size ring. Yes, man. He got busted wheels. H.L. McClain, what up? He got busted wheels, and you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. Dave, what up, man? That dude named Dave, my brother. Clay King, what up? Where you been? You dig what I'm saying? Does all of this make sense? This is the time where the PBC fighters could literally do what he asked them to do. I know they want to fight, they want a payday, and I know that, so they should all fight each other. And remember he said that? I played the video. They should all fight each other, and I fight the winner. Well, you're in the PBC. They should legitimately all fight each other, and you fight the winner. But how the hell is the PBC going to get an ROI? And this is what I want at the end of the day. Yeah, in my opinion, I think the word is he got busted knees. The word is when he does cardio, he don't jog. I think he rides a bike. That's the word. I can't confirm that. I don't know him. But that's what people have been saying. I don't know. But that's the word on the block. Andrade, Canelo should have been fought Boo Boo Andrade. Literally 8 years ago, y'all. And all these guys, it's embarrassing that they're chasing this guy around. For what? Tay D, what up? And I'm like, yo, look, man, that payday must be ridiculous, man. That payday must be stupid. That payday must be stupid. But you know what? If you stand for something, you fall for anything. And Canelo has successfully frozen y'all guys out, some of you motherfuckers, for almost 10 years. And I'm saying it starts with Jamel. In the perfect world, I would love for him to back out of this fight. And one of the things, no doubt, Clay King, stay solid. One of the reasons he could use is, I fought for this undisputed shit. I'm paying 4 sanctioning fees. Shadow Moses, salute. I'm paying 4 sanctioning fees, man. I can afford it. And I worked for this, man. That Castano fight, those Castano fights was hard. People ain't believing me. Americans ain't believing me. I did it. I'm shouting USA, USA. And nobody was with me. Well, I put him on his back. And now they're saying that I can't even explore my options. WBC didn't offer me a franchise status. And he deserves it. Yeah, Dave, you probably just got here. Yeah, I want him to pull out. I want him to pull out and fight Bud. I want him to pull out and fight Bud. And it's deeper than the check. I can't tell. Listen, man, I'm sure the check that he's getting for Canelo is more than everybody. More than what, well, I don't know what anyone's financial status in here. I know it's more than what I'll see in a lifetime. I know that. But what I'm talking about is the principle of it. Think about what Canelo has done to Andrade and Charlo and what he's doing to Benavidez now. He's not allowing Benavidez an opportunity to eat. 10 years you ducked Andrade? 10 years you moved out of the way of both Charlos? 10 years? And what I'm saying is, I understand it's about money. I understand it's about business. But fuck that, man. Fuck that. I'm saying in a perfect world, I would love for him to say, you know what? I worked for this shit, and this motherfucker ducked me and my brother for the last decade. And it's more of a storyline with him and Bud anyway. I think that makes money. I understand the money. I get it. I get it. I'm talking about principle, man. What's more of a storyline? Mel versus Bud or Mel versus Canelo? Some shit that could have happened 10 years ago. I understand business, but you can't make me like it. I understand business, but you cannot make me like it. Canelo said they should all fight each other, and I'll fight the winner of them. He's on the PBC. Now, what happens if they actually do what Canelo said? The PBC ain't making no money. They're not making a return on their investment with Canelo. They're sticking it to the man. But you see, I asked, you see the Al Heyman haters and the PBC haters, now you're stuck because you hate Al Heyman and the PBC, but you love Canelo. But if these guys start fighting each other, you freeze Canelo out. What's he going to do? You don't want that? But if they freeze Canelo out, they're sticking it to Al Heyman, aren't they? Because Al Heyman ain't getting a return on his investment in Canelo. You see, you're stuck now. You're stuck. I know how I am. In the back of my mind, I'd be like, man, I've been chasing this fucking dude, and he's been able to successfully duck me with the support of this weird-ass fan base. Now he's here, and they paying me a good hunk of change. But what the fuck, man? Now, Dave, I understand that. I understand all of that. But it's never gonna end. It's never gonna end. I don't think Jamel is gonna beat Canelo. That shit's gonna go 12 rounds. And the cards are done already. Canelo's up 7 rounds, man. I don't trust that. You think they signed Canelo for a 3-fight deal or whatever it is to bring him over there to lose? No. I don't trust these dudes. I don't trust them. I don't. So I want all the black fighters to get the biggest bang for their buck. And this is a big bang for his buck.
Wells Fargo.
This hoe be talking. I don't even be talking to her. It's a hard sell. But I don't want to give Canelo any props at all. The guy's a drug cheat. And you see, here's the thing. People say, well, you know, look, he's aged just like the rest of them. He's aged just like the rest of them. I don't trust this deal. I don't. I'm just talking about in a perfect world what I'd like to see. It's not going to happen. The checks are too big. I know what these niggas gonna do. I'm just talking about how I feel. And the facts don't care about my fucking feelings. Fair enough? But I'm just pointing this out to y'all. If all of these fighters that I mentioned, Benavidez, Morrell, Jamel, Jamal, Bud, if they really started doing what Canelo said they should do, they should all fight each other, and I fight the winner, Canelo would just be collecting a check from Al Heyman. And you know he likes to pay people and have them sitting around, right? I'm just saying I would love for Jamel to walk away from this shit and break bread with his brother. You ain't got to break bread with this fucking redhead. Fuck him. I'm talking about principle behind that. That's what I'm saying, fuck him. Not fuck him because he ain't paying you, but fuck him out of principle. This guy he ducked you for a decade, man. And he's fighting the smaller Charlo. When does it end? I understand business. Business means you're for sale. I get it. $1 Trillion Dream says, on the flip side, if Mel beats Canelo in both fights, he'll end Canelo's career and boost his through the roof, and will finally get recognition. But I feel you. I understand, brother. I understand all of that. Like I said, this show is just me thinking. It's not gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? This is just what I would like to see, and I'm explaining why I would like to see it. Dave says, do I really think Charlo Bud does more than 250K buys? I think it does. I think that and this is just me thinking, I think there's a market for that. And I think that being sold is entirely up to us. My people, these people, it's entirely up to us. It's on us. It's on us. And I'm saying, why not? Why not give it a try? Because DAZN gave that kid Canelo an ungodly amount of money. They saw value in him. And the PBC sees value in Canelo. You got 2 Charlos. You got Bud running around there. You have Errol running around there. I mean, goddamn. That fight with Bud versus Jamel, it kind of sells itself. Especially after what he did to Errol and then stared him down and charted shit with him right after they stopped it. Bro, That fight kind of sells itself. Dave, I'm back in Vegas for that. I'm back in Vegas. I'm right back in Vegas for that. That's a grudge match. BL says, who do you think the 2 other fights on Canelo deal will be? Yeah, that's what I was talking about, brother. That's the word. But at this point, don't nobody want to see Spence versus Canelo after what Bud did to him. Who knows? It might be Bud now. I don't know. Now, I'm not saying anything that I'm saying is right. Again, I'm just telling y'all what I feel. But the facts don't care about my feelings. What's going to happen is Jamel is going to go ahead with this fight. And I feel if it goes the distance, unless he does something extremely substantial, I think the fix is in. I don't trust this business at all. It stinks. It stinks. I trust no one. I trust no one. Canelo would not, I repeat, he would not have shown up to the PBC unless he knew that he was going to win those fights, at least 2 out of 3 of them. I don't think if it goes 12, he's going to get the nod, that Jamel is going to get the nod. So with that being said, I think it's more of a fair playing field if he fights Bud. There's more of a storyline. And man, listen, man, I'm all about the black dollar. So I understand what my brother's saying about black fighters getting paid, but I would like to see them get paid and break bread amongst each other. They don't need fucking Canelo. Fuck that guy. 10 years he made these guys wait. Fuck him. I'm sick of this. $20 Dreams back in that super chat. He said, Charlo versus Bud backstory is crazy. 400,000 pay-per-view easy. I believe that. I believe they do more than 250. Brother Dave says, the fight we got 650,000 for Bud versus Spence, and Charlo does not have the same fanfare. It will barely do half. Here's why I disagree. It takes 2 to tango. And although Charlo doesn't sell as much, this situation surrounding this beef will sell itself. Jeremy Cooney probably couldn't sell out his backyard back in the 80s, but they threw his ass in there with Larry Holmes, who was one of the most disrespected heavyweight champions in the world of all time. And they made a killing together. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes it's the right timing. It's the right timing. The right opponent, the right atmosphere, right now. In my opinion, right now, if Jamel was to back out of this Canelo fight and says, you know what? I want that Bud smoke. Everyone's going to know why. And it'll be up to us to sell this fight. It's a grudge match. It sells itself. You remember, we all saw it. Dave, you was there. They stopped Errol. He jumped up on the rope and looked right at Jamel, and said, you're next. Didn't he say that? He said, yo, you next. It can be sold. Right now it's hot. And plus, Jamel can say, yo, look, man, I work hard for this undisputed. They're going to take it from me? Nah, fuck that. Canelo could wait. He could fight my brother. He could fight Andre. There seems to be a lot of that going around. Other camps telling fighters what to do. Shakur walked up on Cambozo's team. I'll smoke him. He said, take 25%. Talking about the Devin Haney money. I would love to see Jamel say, you know what, fuck you, redhead. You made me wait, I'm gonna make you wait. Wait on my brother. And he turns to Jamal, I ain't ready yet. But you know what? I'm a call Andre on the gram and see what he talking. Then go to Benavidez. What's up? I ain't fucking with you. You don't want no smoke. We talk to this Cuban kid, Morel. Everybody's doing what Canelo wanted the whole time. Remember that? They should fight each other, and I fight the winner because they want payday. Yeah. So now, Al Heyman haters, PBC haters, whom are Canelo fans, are y'all confused about what to do now? Y'all confused? If that happens, it's not gonna happen. All right. Listen, y'all. This is all speculation. This is not gonna happen. My brother Dave. Theo Coop in the building. Salute. It's not gonna happen. But I'm just saying. What if that happened? Morrell versus Benavidez. Maul versus Andre. Bud versus Jamel. Then what we got? Hey, Heyman fans. I'm sorry, Heyman haters. Don't you want that? You done gave Canelo all of this money. And now he don't got an opponent. But he's Canelo, right? You could just go to the UK, go to the Liam Cam. They got Liam Calum factories. You know, like the Twix factories. They just pumping them out. Oh, I got one. You ready? How about Canelo versus Conor Benn? Oh, shit.
Whoa! What the it's kind of pretty before it gets started, ain't it? Oh, Froggy when Horton, he did ride Crambo. Froggy when Horton, he did ride Crambo.
Take that! How about that? Clarence McLean, salute. Newt the server, what's going on? Go says, by the way, tell Benavidez to sign that paperwork. Andre is ready. And he here to take O's. That's brilliant. That's brilliant. But you see, Ghost, you're right. All of that is them fighting each other. Now you see how this could easily turn back and literally bite Canelo in the ass? This could literally bite him in the ass if all these dudes start fighting each other. I'd love to see Andre versus Benavidez. Morrell versus Maul. Bud versus Jamel. 2-fight deal. Then Errol pops back up at 154. Do something in there. Everybody's working. Everybody's working. And Canelo standing there, hey guys, they up every day. No, fuck you, man. Go to the Twix factory and pick one. Liam, Calum. Pick one of them, because you're Canelo. Do something. You see what happens? If people actually start doing what he requests? You see? And this is what I'm saying, Dave, about matchups. I don't care who you are. You're going to sell some seats. You're going to sell some pay-per-views. But you still need that dance partner. Timothy, unfortunately, you're right. Unfortunately, you're right. Because they need a return on their investment. They didn't sign them for an ungodly amount. I don't know what it is. And they got to make their money back. That's what I'm saying. This show is just me just thinking. But I want to point out the Heyman haters, y'all in a rock and a hard place. If this actually happened, I'm about to get off here, Dave. We could have this conversation tomorrow. It's cool. Canelo needs dance partners, y'all. He had some silly ass dance partners. And he Titanic DAZN. Now I hear you, Dave. He says, did Porter help Bud sell? No. But Jamel Charlo, see, Porter doesn't have the same. First of all, Bud and Sean are friends. That's number one. Number two, the storyline is what sells. The storyline. Was Jerry Cooney in another blockbuster past Larry Holmes? No, not that I recall. If I'm wrong on that, please, someone let me know. The storyline sells. The storyline sells. He stopped Errol Spence. No, I get that, Dave. I get that, Dave. But at this current junction right now, there's a storyline that's hot right now. It's hot. It's hot. He just destroyed Errol Spence. They're in the same camp. He's undisputed at 154. Bud could become 3-time world undisputed. 40, 47, and 54. He'd have to go through Jamel Charlo to do that, who is good friends with Errol Spence. And they've been at each other's neck for a while now. There's story behind this. Plus, we can sell this. Errol versus Bud was built right here by the LDBC, Salute the Black Fight Fan. It was built right here. It wasn't built on ESPN. It was built right here. It was, man. It was. Yeah. So this is an excellent opportunity for Bud. And this is a great opportunity for Errol. I mean, for Charlo, Jamel. Yeah, I know, dude. Then there's that. You got Tim Tszyu just standing there like, yo, come on, guys. You know, with his kangaroo and koala. Y'all remember Quickie? Y'all remember Quickie Koala? Oh, DR, what's up, man? How you been? Jelly Bean, what's good? Drippy McFarlane says, see, and this is the type of time I'm on. This is the type of time I'm on. That's the type of time I'm on. And like I said, this is in the perfect world. It's not going to happen. He's going to fight Canelo. But I just wanted to help y'all. I wanted to help y'all see what I'm talking about. See, Canelo fans, they're laughing. Oh, I know the PBC, they gave Canelo all this money and yeah. But what if all them brothers started fighting each other? What if Jamel pulled out and said, nah, I see more value in my goddamn belt. I worked hard for that. Y'all remember what they did to Bernard Hopkins? Y'all remember when Larry Merchant stood there and said, hey, man, how do you feel fighting this ham and egger when he ran from you all night long? He said, yo, I didn't want to fight him. I want other fights. But if I didn't fight him, they'd strip me. Larry Merchant says, I forget what he said, but he says, well, you know, you just don't fight him. He says, no, I worked hard for this. I'm not going to let him just take it because I don't fulfill a mandatory. I'm not going to let him do that. And he was right. There's storyline here. And what I'm saying is, of course, you know, not only black fans support black fighters, it's worldwide. You know, not everybody's foolish. What I'm saying is, we need to respect what we got going on. Canelo showed his hand already. He done been around the world. Golden Boy, D's Nuts, and everybody. He's been everywhere else and made... he probably saw $1 billion by now. I'm not even kidding. Probably. And my thing is this, $1 billion for what? 400 million, 600 million for what? Did we really get the fights that we want? Guess what? We didn't even ask for Bivol. And he just so happened to have lost that. We didn't ask for Triple G3. He said he wasn't even going to give us that. But he gave it to us. Whole time, 2 Charlos, Andrade, Benavidez, and now here come David Morrell. It's not getting any better for him. There's somebody in the top 10 right now that really believes they're going to kick his ass. And guess what? He's getting older, and these kids coming up are now young. He's not an old nigga now. What I'm saying is we don't need that guy, man. It's cool to have him around, but we don't need him. I was pissed off when he said they should all fight each other because he was running and ducking. But now I'm looking, now that he's with the PBC, If they really all fight each other, they're freezing them out. And no one could say, oh, he's ducking. James Doon, what up? He's ducking. They ducking Canelo. No, they're not. They've been trying to fight him for literally a decade. Literally a decade. And those same motherfuckers that'll say, oh, he's ducking them. Where were y'all when we was calling for the fights? Y'all said, no, these guys ain't do nothing. What did Andre do? Be a champion and be undefeated? What about Mel and Maul? Be champions and be undefeated for a little while. Well, at least, you know, Mel had a draw or whatever. But still, he came back and beat Harrison by knockout. Fought Castano to a draw. Came back, beat him by knockout. And now they want to take his shit. We need to value what we got going on over here. We don't need that guy. Now, I understand business, but you can't make me like it. But I don't know if these guys are starving. I don't know if these guys are starving, man. I don't know. Maybe those O's on that check, man. Like I said, throw me a funky check. I definitely fight Joe Joyce. I'm going to need some bread, though, because I might be talking funny later. But you're going to have to pay me for my time. So I get it. And it's not going to happen. I'm just saying, in the perfect world, can you imagine that? I think Jamel Charlo versus Bud Crawford does just as well. And if it sells 100,000 less buys, I'm not even gonna say that. I'm not even gonna put a number on it. If it does less than Canelo, I'm saying so what? I will drive 30 blocks to support the black store, then walk across the street to support the Korean store that doesn't respect my dollar. That I walk in and I'm getting followed all around the place, and then they rushing me out the store. We don't sell more liquor. Bitch, I don't drink. I'm talking about respect here, but you know, what am I talking about when these fighters don't respect themselves? Yeah, me and Dave was in the building together, y'all. Dave is at the fights. Dave is at the fights, y'all. Go subscribe to my brother Dave. I'm just saying, in the perfect world, this is what I want. It's not going to happen. But I wanted to have this conversation with y'all to see if these guys started fighting each other, they freezing out Canelo. And then people be crying over that. What is Al Heyman doing? You know, what is he doing? What is he doing? Yeah, Willie Lowe, exactly. Hurry up and buy. I will get in my whip and drive 30 blocks to support the black business. Then spend 1 red cent with someone that don't appreciate, in my neighborhood, that's someone that don't appreciate me. You know, y'all know what I'm talking about. And I would love that. I would love for Jamel and Bud to break bread with each other. It's a grudge match. There's storyline in it. And they ain't got nothing to do with Canelo Alvarez. And it's funny. We should be on that type of time. I know the money situation. I understand that. But one of the things that I said as to why I wanted why I wanted Bud and Errol to get this done was for the culture of boxing and our culture. That's why I wanted it, man. See, a lot of people feel this way. A lot of people feel this way. We need to feel like how Canelo fans feel. They feel that he can do no wrong, and they're going to buy it regardless. They see more value in Canelo's fan base than the black fan base. The reason why he's worth so much is because they beat us in the head with the bullshit. I'm saying we need to disarm this guy. And I'm going to be very honest. I don't like the fact that Al Heyman signed him, because I know it's for an ungodly amount of money that he has to make back. Which is why I don't trust beating this guy on the cards on the PBC card. Y'all don't find it strange that now he shows up to the PBC? Now he shows up? He could have did this how many years ago? When everybody was active, before Jamal's mental collapse. Come on, man. He's powerful because we've made him powerful. I don't purchase his shit. I find other ways to watch it. I don't buy it. He don't need my help. Why is he the face of boxing? Why do people are allowed to say that shit to us? Why? The first thing I said they need to do is stop chasing him around for a payday. He don't want to fight you. Fuck him. Prove you don't need him. That's why I said Jamel should fight Bud. I know it doesn't do as much money, but so what? So what? Disarm this fool. Disarm him. I don't care about Jamel versus Canelo. I have no faith in that at all. But Jamel versus Bud, there's intrigue, there's storyline. I don't know who wins that. The build-up to that fight isn't going to be like Errol versus Bud. They're going to talk. And Bud's going to be able to talk his shit. And at the end of the day, those are two black men making money. I can't get mad at that. Because we love watching Morales versus Barrera, Marquez versus Barrera, and all. Oh, we love watching that. We need to put that shit into our own, man. Now, John Calvin, I wasn't talking about I'm talking about Canelo's previous fights. I ain't buy them shits. Jamel fighting Canelo, I gotta buy it to support Jamel. I gotta buy it. That's how I see it. But y'all know what I'm talking about. But listen, I'm gonna get out of here, man. This is just in a perfect world, in my opinion. We can agree to disagree. It's okay. I think the general. Let me see. I think the general. Yep. General's on. Let's head over there. And by the way, Blue has a live coming, and he has a premiere coming up at 1 p.m. Eastern. Hard Truths Blue. Hard Truths Blue. That's Blu-ray. He's going to talk about strength and conditioning. Y'all make sure y'all head over there. Okay? Salute to everybody in the Venmo, the Zelle, the Cash App. Noids on Culture tonight. Me and Stormy going to be talking about the Incredible Hope TV series. And Pep Talk tonight. Painful Excellence Podcast tonight. Y'all make sure y'all like and subscribe. And go subscribe to my brother, that dude named Dave. You understand? And salute to all of y'all on the Venmo, the Zelle, the Cash App, the Super Chat. Like I said, this is just a conversation to make you think. I mean, we can agree to disagree. I'm just letting y'all know what type of time I'm on, man. Salute to y'all. And let's head over to the General. He's live right now. Right now. Let's go over there. Love y'all, man. See y'all later. Bronx on deck.
Move!
Why are you gay?
Who says I'm gay?
You are gay.